Hello, this is Dan, DK Excavating, here at 2929 Spruce. Taking a look at the sewer. Right now we are at the tap. I'm going to zero this out. Definitely got some tree roots coming in here. Can't really tell if this fitting has been compromised or if this is the way it's always been, but there's definitely some tree roots. The pipe does not seem to be shifted up and down. Can't really tell if it's left or right. Oftentimes these tap fittings are not the greatest fittings if they're coming in at an angle, and that's what this one appears to be doing. The only way to know for sure if this is good or if this is not good is to dig it up. Unfortunately, it does seem to be flowing fine, but there are some tree roots getting in. This has been snaked fairly recently, so this is about as good as it gets. Pulling back, get a little bit. There's a little bit of an offset here, but I think it's actually just two fittings trying to make a connection at a slight elbow. These fittings are flat, they don't have flexibility, anything like that, and when you try to put two together, it offsets the connection just slightly. Definitely a few more tree roots on this one than some of the other fittings, but as we pull back, most every fitting has tree roots, which is pretty typical with clay pipe. Looks like this line could be maintained with regular cleanings. I would suggest probably annually, but depending on how fast these roots grow and if you use root killer, might change the frequency. Not a lot to see. A few tree roots. Right here we have a T. So we are about 51 feet or so from the tap. We have a T in the backyard, teeing off from the other side of the house. Currently I'm accessed through the roof vent on the south side of the house. Trying to take a look at another spot on this side because there was a report of a crack. So let's see how many feet were we? We were about 51 and a half, 51. So right here, here's the crack that I saw. This is the only crack that I saw in the pipe. It does seem to be a really small fracture. It's on the right side, kind of curls down to the bottom. Doesn't seem to be causing any problems now, but a crack's always a concern. There's no tree roots coming in. There's no shifting of the pipe. But it kind of makes you wonder why the crack's there, if it's going to get worse or not. I did locate this. It is under the house. I'm assuming it's an addition. Could be under crawl space, I'm not sure. But it's on the east end of the house, just before it exits the house, kind of by where the tree is in the backyard, the big tree. For the most part, this line does seem to be clay. At some point it transitions to steel, which is not a super obvious transition because this steel is in really good shape. I've never seen a steel line that's not coarse and bumpy. So I think we're still in clay. I think right here is our steel connection. I can't be for sure, but wherever that crack was, we located that. It's probably a foot or two before exiting the house, so all of this is under the house. color kind of changes a little bit here. So I'm thinking that's where the steel transition is. Right now we're starting to come up the roof vent stack. And now we're vertical. The roofers are working here right now, raising the roof, so that's why we have a little extra noise. Alright, so here's the roof vent stack. This is going out the back. There's the big tree that I was talking about. Thanks for watching.